dog walking, pet taxi, and more. Hire Pet Pals dog.
Hi everyone, welcome to February's Bark and Learn. And today we are at Dirty Dog Spa with Tony
And Dorothy.
And we're going to be talking all about dental health today.
Yeah, because it's so important and people forget how important it is.
It is incredibly important. It can cause so much internally. Dog's teeth are not healthy.
Yeah, well, and the first thing it travels to is the heart, just like humans, and just think about it. If you had constant infection in your body, wherever it was, whether it was your teeth or, just a constant infection just isn't good.
Right.
So let's be ahead of that before we're dealing with infections and teeth being pulled. So what can we do every day with our dog to be on top of dental health?
Absolutely, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today.
Go through a lot of different options, so you just pick what works for you and what works for your dog, because what I don't want to see is you creating a bad relationship or a bad habit, meaning like if you're fighting every time to put a toothbrush in the mouth, don't do a toothbrush. Let's look at all the other options. So find something that you and your pet like, because all of these healthy things that you can do with your pet, whether it's brushing, grooming, bathing, dental health, it can be enjoyable.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
It can truly be enjoyable.
Yeah.
And what we really like to advise is when the dog is doing something you want them to do, that's when we reward them and give them a treat or maybe a good girl or a yes, something to let them know that that's exactly what you want from them. And that will help bring the confidence level up and bring that anxiety level down. So one question, Tony, that may be coming up is, well, how do I introduce a toothbrush? My dog maybe be 7 years old or it might be 3 months old. So let's just talk about real quick how we can positively introduce a toothbrush or something by their mouth. So we have many different options available that we're going to show you today, and you just have to figure out what works best for you, for your dog, for your family, for your budget. Only you can decide that. So at any point in time when you start, this is just like a finger toothbrush.
Just fits right on your finger, has little bristles.
Yeah, it's super soft.
This is really nice for the really tiny ones or puppies if you just want to introduce.
And then you have all your fingers available to help, right? So this is a really good one to maybe introduce. So you'll want to just put the toothbrush by their mouth. Yes, good girl, and take it away. So all we're doing is we're just conditioning her to know that this toothbrush isn't going to hurt her. I'm not going to hurt her, and that way we're building trust on all aspects. So
just introducing, because if somebody came in and was like all up in your face,
right? Yeah, that's what they do, right?
You would get defensive and you wouldn't know what's going on. So let's just start with like having everything out, and let's just introduce it to her and see which one works best.
In the first couple of times, you might not get the teeth brushed.
Right, and that's okay.
Totally cool. The last thing we want is our trust to be diminished because we're pressuring them to do something they don't want to do. And we just simply want them to be comfortable. So if it takes a couple of weeks, that's okay. Until they get used to that toothbrush.
So the biggest thing is, usually the dogs that need the most teeth brushing are the small ones. And the reason why is just because, well, for obvious reasons, their jaw, if you can see, if she doesn't have any hair, like her jaw is really tiny, so that tight spot back here, those back teeth are usually the worst. So your Shih Tzus, your Yorkies, your Maltese, the miniature poodles, they just really have bad teeth because they just don't have a lot of space in there, so food gets caught way back there. Just like us, these back molars are the ones that get the worst. The same with them. Their front teeth usually are the cleanest when they're eating and stuff. Same with us. It's all the same rules apply. So when you're first brushing teeth, I would tell you let's just worry about these back teeth first, because those are the ones that need the most attention, especially when you're introducing. And like her, she's my dog and I brush her teeth often and she just hates it. So I work around her. I'm like, okay, she's a really good chewer on toys and bones, which really helps her teeth. So I choose then just to tackle these back molars. So I work around her. I'm not making her work with me.
Absolutely.
Or I am, but I guess it's a combination of both.
It's purely teamwork.
Yeah,
And that's really what our goal is with our dogs and
Right.
anything is, and humans too, is that we work together as a team.
Yeah.
And that's when everybody's most comfortable and confident. And
Right.
that's what we want to create, that synergy
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah.
And Tony brought up a really good point. Let's talk about, my dog just simply doesn't like the teeth brushed
Yeah.
at all, right? So what can I do? Is there something that I can do? Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
for me, with her, what works, but I have a couple options. For me, with her, what helps is I always use the biggest brush, which you can kind of see because there's two ends, a small and a big. And I always use the big end. And I love this. I'm a natural girl,
Yes.
so we make our own toothpaste, which I've gone through a lot of different toothpaste, and this is my favorite because it's natural, but it has the best grit. So anyway, what I'll do is, and I'll try it real quick too, but I'll just pull her chin down, and I'll take this, and I want this to run back and to the front again, and back and to the front. And I'm gonna get the top and the bottom. You're not gonna be able to have them sit still and scrub each tooth like we do as a grown adult. It just won't be that way, so you need to have a little lower expectations. We just want to be quick and simple. But then if your dog doesn't even let you do that and you've just decided it's done, I don't want to do it anymore, this is an option that I absolutely love, and it's just foam. So it's pre-measured for you. All you do is just open, just lift a lip on the side, and then it just, this is new, I should have got a new one. But there we go, and that's it. You put that in the dog's mouth, and then dog naturally, because it has something in the mouth, will just lick and move this all around, and it will do its magic and do its work. So I sell this to a lot of customers because they're like, you know what, I've tried it, I just don't want to. That's fine.
Yeah.
If you don't have patience for it, you're not going to be patient with your pet. So let's find something
Yes.
else that works.
Yes. So let's just talk about real quick this foam stuff. How amazing and simple and quick that this can be just to
do every day.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to take the toothbrush out and the toothpaste, this
Yeah.
is something you can easily make part of your routine. Every morning, every night, every lunch hour when you go home, just squirt it in their mouth. And it has a nice fresh smell to it. It has a fresh smell to it, so your dog has nice fresh breath also. So $8.99. Really
$8.99.
easy. And it's
One
nice.
squirt,
One
pump.
squirt, that's all you need. And
Yeah.
I really would tell people once a day really would be best.
Yeah.
What you say, Kelly? Your dog doesn't like this either? I have another alternative for you.
Picky.
Does your dog
Picky.
like treats?
Loves.
All right. Oh,
Treats.
she
So distorted.
treats. 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 We've been carrying these whimsies. Dogs love them, but the reason why I like them, Kelly, is they have no animal protein. These are vegetarian. Which people kind of like, why does my dog need something that's vegetarian? Well, the reason why is because if you are doing all this work of keeping your dog on a special diet and trying to stay away from a certain protein, you don't want to be giving them treats then and now ruining all that work that you've done. So this has no animal proteins, which makes it easier so you can still stick to that diet that you have. Whether you can buy a bag like that, but then they have these dental chews that you can get, which I have total control of her. Okay, here you go. You can have that one. So there's some chews, and then they come in these little animals, gators. But the reason why I know they're really cute, but the reason why they're cute is they have all these nubs and crevices. Because what you want to happen, and the reason why these dental chews are so important, is because they need to be hard enough that they're cleaning the plaque off of each tooth, but they're soft enough that their teeth can sink in. And a lot of dogs, the reason why they chew and play is they like that sensation of their teeth sinking in. So we're satisfying that, but also cleaning the teeth. So that's why you want your dog to chew on a lot of things. That's why most of the time, your Labradoodles, your Labs, your German short hairs, they usually don't have the teeth problems because their jaws open up wide and they can get back there, but they're usually really good at chewing bones. And so that keeps their teeth really healthy. So here's an antler, a split antler. We have woolly sticks. These are all good ones too. So I know they don't last long because your dog is chewing them up and eating them, but this is what we want them to do. So these are alternatives that you can be doing on a daily to keep up with with their dental health. Let's not forget to take that toothbrush out and do that too. There are lots of forms of toothbrush. I know this one looks kind of silly, but this just means you're just putting it in the mouth and right back out, and you're trying to cover as much space as doing as little as possible. Another one that we haven't talked about yet is there are these dental wipes. So they're little wipes, so you would just wrap it over your finger and then put your whole finger in the mouth and out again.
Yep.
Like for a puppy, that would be really good, because really what you're trying to do with that is just getting the puppy used to your hands being on the mouth and face and opening up their mouth. And again, it's just like your teeth. You're not gonna brush your teeth once a year and be like, that's good. You're brushing them 2 and 3 times a day. So, just think of it the same way. But ultimately, have a voice, feel confident about the decision that you make. And this is a wonderful bonding experience that you can have with your pet. And it can be something that they'll benefit from health-wise and that you'll love doing with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you guys, you know what? I have a favorite person. It's this girl.
I do. Same.
Oh, can we put a heart in there and be like, oh, we're in love. And Kelly, we're so happy that you guys join us. It kind of seems silly sometimes to me that we do these videos, and now that, things are getting better, I'm glad we're back at it. But I guess I get out of touch and I don't realize that people need to know all of this stuff about pets. For us, it's our everyday life, that this is all familiar. So I'm so glad you guys are joining us.
Thank you.
We have a lot of fun doing this.
Yes.
So we're going to share our knowledge.
Yes. And so please do share this video on your timeline or the link in your email. We really appreciate that.
Well, you never know who needs to see it. So
yeah.
Let's share, and I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And we gotta wrap this up. This girl, she's expensive.
Yeah.
She's charging by the minute. Look at that. All these treats and toys she needs.
This is expensive.
We need to wrap this up.
Here we go. We're saving one tooth at a time.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
You know that this does not supersede your veterinarian's advice or replace dental visits from your veterinarian. So this is just something to enhance and to add value into your everyday dog's life.
Everything you're looking for. Your pet will thank you when Pet Pals is who you choose.